Two gun!
What's happening, gents? How are you? Welcome back, all my friends out in YouTube land. TwoGunTerry here. Today, I'm out at OK Corral. It's a beautiful day. We just finished shooting a match. It was freezing this morning and unpleasant, windy, cold, damp, miserable. Hated it. My phone claimed it was 66 degrees, but I'm telling you, it felt like 26 degrees. It was freezing. I mean, my cheeks even look windburned. See? Where am I, in Alaska? This is sunny South Florida. I don't understand. But we survived the day. The sun did come out, as you can see. It's around noon right now, maybe 11:30, noon, something like that. Just finished the match 5 minutes ago. Shot with some great guys. Shane and Rob and Greg, all good shooters, all good guys, real nice fellas. Made it really enjoyable to suffer through the harsh elements together. I'm whining a little bit, but I was an old New Yorker. I'm in Florida now. I've been here 20-something years, and my blood has thinned out. If that's such a thing or not, I don't know, but I can tell you for sure that I don't like the cold anymore, let's put it that way. All right, so I have something special for you today. You've seen my FrankenRifle 100,000 times in these videos, but I made a change to it. I'm going to get to that right after you see my intro.
Are you ready?
All right, so as promised, I wanted to show you the new rifle that I put, or the new chassis I put on my rifle. This is the old chassis. You may recognize it. I'm sure you do. Smoke composite buttstock, very, very ultra lightweight, very strong carbon fiber, aluminum, I believe, PMACA chassis, and just a I don't even know what kind of grip it is. Just a standard A2 grip. This one had a little spot for my middle finger because I like to put it in there, but I wouldn't say it's necessary or really serve the purpose, other than making sure my hand was in the same place every time, maybe. Super lightweight carbon fiber. This doesn't weigh, I mean, I'd be surprised if this is a pound. And it served me well. I guess I do have a problem. A small problem with it is that when I was putting it up to my shoulder, I always had to hold it way up here. I wasn't comfortable in my shoulder. It was too low for me. My sight was too low. So either I had to raise the sight, which I didn't want to get off the bore axis, so I would hold it up higher in my shoulder and hopefully put it back in the same place every time. The new setup, let me show it to you, hopefully solves that problem. All right, so there's the new one. This is made by Wiland USA, WILAND USA.com. It comes with the chassis, the grip, the buttstock, the shoulder rest, and this little foregrip piece that slides over the barrel. The chassis is a little heavier and a little meatier than the PMACA chassis that I have, the aluminum one, but this one has more adjustability to it to allow me to customize it better from the way that I like to hold my rifle. And it basically almost looks exactly the same as my old setup, but this is a little more meaty and has some adjustments that the other stock didn't have. The first adjustment is that the grip can go forward or backwards. Maybe you can see in there's a screw and there's a slot that's about 1 inch long, and I can move the grip forward and backwards to wherever I feel extremely comfortable holding my rifle for my length of pull. If I want my finger to be around the trigger, in front of the trigger, and grip the whole thing, I slide it forward. If I like it out a little bit back, like I like to use the tip of my finger, then I can slide it back a little to pull my hand further back away and adjust it that way, or somewhere in the middle. It's up to you, whatever you prefer. So I'm still playing with this. I just got it all, but it shot great today, and it felt very, very comfortable. So Again, the old one was fine, but the grip could only go in one spot. There was one screw hole This one allows you to move it front and back. The other adjustment that I really like is here in the back. The problem I had with the old rifle, as I mentioned, was I had to hold it way up here on my shoulder to be able to look down my sight comfortably. And it got in the, you know, it was okay. I figured out how to do it, but guaranteed consistency it was not. In this case, buttstock in this tube here can move up and down about an inch, inch and a quarter maybe. I don't know if you can see it right there. There's some space there, and here I'll show you inside. Maybe you can see that. A little bit of sun's not cooperating, but there's an adjustment piece inside back here, and it allows me to move the buttstock up and down for however I want it set. In the back, the buttstock, which the old chassis or the old stock did not allow any movement. It was just an L, boom, done. As you can see right here, it was fixed, and it did not. There was no adjustability whatsoever. With the new one, you have right and left, forward and backwards tilt. You can slide it in or out a little bit if you want to. I actually have mine all the way to the back, and even maybe a 3/8 of an inch past the very end of the tube. So the tube ends right there, and I went out a little bit more because I like it. That's where I like it to sit. I'm still playing with the buttstock because when you bring this into your shoulder now I can look right down the bore axis of the rifle through my sight at that to keep perpendicular to the bore axis of the rifle. So now with this a little bit of adjustability here and here, I can now get the rifle up higher into my shoulder and get the sight up higher so I can look straight down through the sight. I just put it on yesterday. I shot the match this morning, and I shot it really well. There were certain shots, especially on pendulum, where I felt like I was off target a little bit, and I wanted to pull it onto target. And the old rifle, I could do it. You know, you had to get it over there. But in this case, I just pulled into the rifle, and it was a very little touch to the gun, and it brought it right online for me. I'm not sure what that means yet, but golly, man, it made that shot much, much easier. That's last minute, hundredths of a second adjustment of where you want the sight to be. It brought it in there just that much faster. It was pretty cool, and accurately, I might add. It put it right on target for me. So, but I did shoot it today, and I don't know if there's too much I'm really going to tweak on it. It kind of worked okay. I was satisfied. I want a nice weather day so that I can see what it really can do, because I was freezing, hands were frozen, shoulders, legs, body. I was wearing this little thin thing thinking that was going to be enough, but it wasn't, and froze my tushy off today. But still in all, the gun shot really well. Also, I usually hold, if you've ever seen me shoot, I hold my barrel. I literally use my left hand right on my barrel. But on this rifle setup, they give you a piece of carbon fiber that you can slide over the barrel, and it locks in right here with these 4 hex screws, and has a little piece of rubber grip so that you won't burn your hand when you're touching the barrel. My barrel happens to be carbon fiber, and it really doesn't get that hot anyway, but it can get warm when I'm practicing out in the sun. And with this, no heat whatsoever. The other thing is this rubber piece in the back, this little piece of foam on the back of the buttstock. When I now have a place to put my cheek. I know exactly where I want to land my cheek using the rubber foam. They do sell a cheek riser for it, which I may or may not use. We'll see. But in fact, Eddie, a friend of mine, Eddie, has a cheek riser he told me that I can have. So you probably will see that cheek riser on here in the future. I use one on my PCC and I like it, so I may just put it on here. So yeah, all in all, the Wiland chassis performs very, very well. I was very happy with it. All right, enough talking about it. Let me go show you how the thing shoots. So we have an accelerator here, and we're going to go through it a couple of times just so you can see the rifle perform, and we'll see how we do. Here we go. Get myself all set up. Glasses on, ears on. Here we go. I love it. I love it. Do it again. Load up another mag. The only negative I've seen about this setup so far is the magazines. I have a little bit of a hard time getting the magazines in and out versus the old setup I had. So I don't know why they don't just drop out. I haven't looked at it yet. Maybe there's an adjustment for that. I think it's just a tight fit, so you can shoot the, the banana clip looking 15 and 25 round magazines. So maybe that's why they do it so tight. But with precision rifles, tight is good. All right, here we go again. Crushing it. Do it again, faster. I don't know if it's all Wiland chassis and buttstock, or maybe could be a little bit of Grandmaster and a whole lot of practicing, but it is shooting very, very well. I'm doing a lot of smiling today. All right, I moved over to Showdown so we could go a little faster and you could see yourself what the gun can do. My timer's in my bag. I don't feel like taking it out. There's a whole lot of shooting around. There's wind and everything else, so I'm just going to go ahead and shoot it off of a reaction. So. Try it again. One more time. As you can see, that thing is on fire. You guys still shooting?
Two gun!
What's happening, gents? How are you? It's a good day.
Yeah, it is.
All right, that's it. Just wanted to introduce you to the new parts, and look forward to seeing you out at the range. TwoGunTerry. See you next time. Take care. That's all I have for now. Thank you for stopping by, and remember to like, subscribe, and do what?
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.
Are you ready?
Bank ready.